Right, so an MPU5 Barcrest Battle Axe £8 Jackpot. I have not got the decals to turn it to anything other than £8 10p. Well, I can change it, but I haven't got the decals for anything else. I guess kind of the most frustrating thing about it is that, so I'd already paid peanuts for it. When I went to get it, it had a crack in the glass, couldn't see it on the photos, went to have a look at it. But yeah, it's got a crack all the way down there. Long-term plans for it, probably I'll break it. It's one of them really. I've got another fascia plate, you can see where that's peeling quite badly. I've got one sat in my shed that is polished and has got no paint on it, which is absolutely perfect. However, I would have to get another bottom glass before I'd decide to do that anyway. So, and I'm probably not going to. I've not played this at all. I don't know how it'll play, don't know if it's got any faults, but we'll find out. I have rebulbed it. In the main, I've not done every single bulb, but I've done the vast majority. You can see there are still one or two out there, but I've done the vast majority of bulbs on it. Yeah, so I'm just going to give it a whirl, see what it does. I'd assume most of the world's probably bored of watching me play axes and revs and ultimos and stuff, but I have had one of these before as well. I had one, like one of the first machines I ever had. I did have one. I don't even know if I'd have even made a video on it, to be honest with you. I can't remember. I just remember I got it from a chippy and pressed in, and it was full of money, which was quite nice. Probably going to kill me. I don't know. And when I got it home, I ended up selling it again straight back to North Wales, which was a bit weird. I'll risk it. Should have stepped. Worth it to hang on to a life. That's below, that's above, I think, yeah. I don't think anybody doubts I can play these pretty well. So hope it rolls. Like I said, I've got absolutely no idea where this is at. It's legit. All I've done is I've thrown some pound coins into it. Not streaked. Yeah, I just literally threw some quids into it, about 50 coins into the hopper, and then just fired it up with a coin mech in it, so legit don't know how it will play. It's obviously clearly not totally dead. I'm going to win that one. Just realised this is actually pretty easy to video as well. Even I can't mess it up. And I'm pretty good at messing them up. I am also planning to go to Bognor at some point in the next month. I don't know entirely when. But yeah, that's my intention. So hopefully I better do a few vids from there and play one of these on a decent stake. Bit glary outside. Risk it. Here's an interesting one. I don't know for people who did genuinely play these, if they knew about holding back for boards, so obviously not on a £5 or an £8, but you could kind of force them to give you 4-step starts. Now it was alright at times, so i.e. when the machine was relatively happy and relatively ready, you could manipulate them by basically refusing the boards at all cost. So what you could do is you could just like here you'd like hold them, or you'd hold all of them. You try not to get a bonus for a bit, and what you were trying to do was maybe make it take £8, £9 for a board. And it would get desperate, and therefore it would offer you things like trail short, selector. Sometimes it'd spin you the 4 and give you the ad again for 4-step starts. Added extra, etc, etc. It would never give you nudge because it'd have to be streaking to give you nudge. But it was only any good to use at certain times. So for example, if you did it at the wrong time on one, you would get absolutely murdered. But I just wonder if people actually knew how to do it or were even doing it, because it was a good way to speed up the process at certain times, but it wouldn't do others. Like I said, you'd get absolutely leathered. You get nowhere with the machine as well at certain points in its program if you could play it properly at all. I never used to bother, to be honest with you. The reason why I never really bothered is because I knew I'd get there eventually with them. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how people played them differently to how I do. This is on 78% as well, as far as I'm aware. It's not on a high percentage. Probably should up it a bit for videos to make it a little bit more happy, but Who cares? In your own home, you only kind of tend to use them as like little savings boxes anyway. Might be blocking. I still maintain the best of the bunch was Ultimo. At least not unshipped Ultimo anyway. I loved Ultimo, it was a cracking machine. It did vary a little bit from the theme of the others as well. When it first came out, when Revolution first came out, because that was the first of the series, I actually didn't particularly like it. I remember the first time I played it, I got absolutely levered on one. I don't even know where it was, because it was in Birch Services on the M62, and I got my ass kicked on it, I seem to remember. And a very good friend of mine then kind of taught me how to play it properly, pretty much within probably a month of playing that one, and they were very profitable from that point onwards. Very profitable indeed, and great machines as well, once you understand the programming. Yeah, it's a shame about the glass, innit? It's a shame about the glass, but hey ho. I won't mind. I remember, like, not so long ago, driving past a battle axe at the side of the bloody road in the middle of nowhere. Just sat there. It's not there anymore, by the way. Doesn't normally hold in that way. Interesting to know what you lot thought of it, what your favourite in the series were. Like, dragons were pretty good, but every dragon was rechipped, so like for very obvious reasons it wouldn't be my choice. Right, I remember there was one on Stafford Services northbound, and it got absolutely battered by suits every single day. It was always off its head. And we used to do very well out of that, taking a run around. Definitely ain't doing a great deal at the moment. Them were the days though when you could literally just go up and down, and every single road chef services in the whole of the country had a golden dragon on both sides, and they were very, very profitable for that reason. Obviously, the fact that they were rechipped and you couldn't empty them, you couldn't consistently empty them. You could occasionally empty them if you found one absolutely off its head, but generally speaking, you couldn't empty them. They weren't emptyable. But yeah, they were good. They were very good times. That was right at the start of the Vivid era as well, when you had Jackpot gems or giant gems, I can't remember what it's called. They had one of them in every single road chef on both sides as well. I used to love on a 25-pounders those little let 'em spins for mix 7s. They were brilliant. It's definitely blocking, isn't it? Definitely blocking. I'm sure at some point I'll play this one round to its streak. Knowing me, I won't bother capturing it though. So you always go that way. I could have nudged in. There's a 2 above the 4 there, but you always go that way in case it gives you nearest win. Nearest win, sorry, numbers in view. Right, you give me lucky 7. So you don't fancy giving 2 features? Yeah. I'm not sure there's anything great there anyway, to be honest with you. Wrong red, right red, wrong red. So yeah, I can probably manipulate it to give me a whole £7. Oh, I'll get Jackpot. I didn't even realise, to be fair. No reels. Ah, well, that's a bonus. I didn't feel like I had enough nudges there. See, even I can be a spud. We'll see if it's decided to roll this time, and if it doesn't, then this will be the end of the vid. Obviously, if I don't have a camera in my hand, I might have bothered counting that. That's why it's a lottery when I'm on when I've got a camera in my hand. Half the time I don't even think to video stuff that I'm playing, I just play it. Not street. We'll get the next board anyway. Well, I say it's not street. Generally, it'll just give you the bonus. It doesn't tend to fight when it's going. It's very rare that it fights for a bonus when it's going. It just gives it you. At least it's playing quite happily. The fact that it's not broken and there's Nothing massively untoward with it. There's also the same rules apply as they do with most Barcrests as well. When you do let them spins on mixed sevens, you'd know whether you were getting a blue 7 with a 5 on it and a red 7. Was it red 7 with 2? No, blue 7 with 2 on it. You'd know you were getting them. And if you got to let them spin at, that's dead. If you got to let them spin on 8, you'd know potentially you could get 7 steps out of it. Which generally, unless it was blocking, was just Jackpot most of the time anyway. That's just confirm it definitely didn't streak. And non-streaking setup. Oh, we'll take it on. I haven't got a clue this time. Let's have a look. No, it's definitely not Jackpot, that's for certain. So I've got blue 7, and blue 7. So 7 quid low quote will be. You also can't hold them down unless it's Jackpot, by the way. It's kind of funny. It used to be kind of funny if people thought you could and then did it with red 7s. And it doesn't give it you. It can only do better when Jackpot's there. Anyway, that pretty much concludes the vid for you. I hope you've enjoyed watching a bit of Battle Axe. I am sure most of you are sick to the back teeth of watching me play these, but they were up there with my favourite machines of all time. I'd enjoyed playing them, so I don't make any apologies for it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers.